stream, and see if I can get you the link to that stream, and maybe you can go over to it. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry about that, but that whole weird battery issue came into play, so that's weird because it's not supposed to use battery power to the degree that it did. So this one I've got marked that says live now. I'm gonna have to kill that live stream. There's actually 2 live streams going, okay? So now, which is fascinating because do you realize I can actually have 50 people each with their own live stream on this channel? So what I'm toying with the idea, because Barry Lee can do one, right? So I'm toying with that idea of, oh, by the way, this just says it's live now. All right, hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute, it's live now. And that says it's offline. This is shifted, everybody. This is weird. I can see you guys chatting, all right? But I don't see, I see you, Jack Bauer. But wait a minute. Let's see here. Go back to my channel. I'm live there, right? But then there's the other live stream that I'm actually going to. I've got 2 live streams. See, look at this. See, look. You want to see something cool? Let me show you something too cool, okay? This is what's happening. Look at this, folks. Hey, Ed Reed, check this out. Everybody, look at this. I've got 2 live streams. Look at that, all right? So just come on over to the top one. This is something else, okay? This is hilarious. I've got 2 live streams. Yeah, the Magic Man, exactly. I mean, isn't that cool? I like that. Woo! All right, so now I'm gonna get this one. I'm getting the link over here. All right, wait a minute. Let me go back to the other one. For those of you who may be over, okay, so there's nobody over here. That live stream is offline. So let me go back to the other one and fire that one up. And it says the John Gruden one, all right, the one that everybody is at, but it says 24 watching now, right? But then in my screen, it says 0. This is crazy. Hey, how is CSU Rams? Yeah. Donald Richardson, I'm sorry, you thought I lost you? Hey, I lost me. I mean, look, I'm staring at a screen that says 0, but then it says 26 watching now right here, okay? This is bizarre. So, hey, you know what? Go CSU Rams. I want you to have a channel here and with my subscriber base, and we can talk about how that works, okay? Because, you know, you're trying to do your thing and you got a lot to say, and I think this would be a great training ground for you, and I think you could add a lot. You know, why not? I mean, if you're good, you know, all right, cool. All right, cool. We'll work out the details. I got to get you set up on an account because, I mean, why not, you know? That'll be fantastic. And that way you can have a lot of fun. That'll be fantastic, all right? Just don't go all Logan Paul on me, all right? I'm just saying. Hey, Dinez, how you doing? How are you? Jimmy T's all mad at me. What did Jimmy T? Which Jimmy T is like, God dog it, that Cindy. Jimmy T, you're new to the channel, unless of course you were somebody else before you were Jimmy T. But this is how this. Hey, look, we embrace debate. Did I just say that? Did I just steal an ESPN line? I guess I did. Jimmy T, welcome back. How you doing? So anyway, so now where were we? Oh yes, that's where we were. You're wrong. Completely wrong. Oh boy. Big Apple says, as all you can see, the Raiders need Oakland more than ever. And yeah, Breck Lyon. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to be able to laugh, okay? You can't argue and laugh. You're not going to have fun in life. That's the pre-internet thing. You know, you get in a bar, or you know, not a bar, just you know, argue, right? John Mark says John Gruden is a great guy, but it's not certain he can turn the Raiders around. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Jimmy T says, look at Bill O'Brien curse out Tom Brady Yeah, look where that got him. He said, you think they enjoyed success there. But look, that was Tom Brady because they're intense and they're talking about something that went schematically wrong. I will say on a personal level, I think Bill O'Brien's a mensch. I've had the pleasure of meeting him at the NFL annual meeting. Great person, okay, really is. And I pain for him and all the bad breaks that he got in Texas, in Houston, and think about, let's just talk about this with Bill O'Brien, okay? Think about all the stuff that Bill O'Brien went through. It wasn't just the disaster, right? In Houston, the flood. It was the loss of J.T. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and then Deshaun Watson. Because even without Watt and Merciless, Watson was lighting up the scoreboard, right? And then he gets hurt. So the Texans have the nucleus of a championship team. Gotta watch it. Gotta admit that. Watson is in an offense tailored for him by O'Brien. They have the right combination. Why break that up? No reason to do it, okay? Didn't come out the way they wanted. I get that, all right? So Rob says O'Brien's fate is tied to Watson. I completely agree. Black Ryan Supreme says Bum Phillips was a great coach and would punch you out. But you know what? I'm glad you said that, Black Lion. Because one thing that Bum Phillips also did was he forced black and white players to sit together at a time that was unheard of. He forced people to mix. He was open about it. I love that, okay? So, hey, Eric Guerrero, how are you? And Go CSU Ram says, I was watching sound effects of Gruden with Raiders and the Bucks, and he was mean, and also he had a lot of bad language. He did. And that's what I'm saying. That is going to, will rub some players the wrong way. Along with, hey, dude, you've been out of the game 10 years, and you're talking to me like that? Okay, I'm just saying. Your schemes better work, man. What's that old song from Mary Poppins? Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. You know what I'm saying? All right. So Dark Mac says, man, I feel bad for Coop. I hope he uses Coop right. I think he will. Well, how do I know? Okay. He's had a history of doing that. I think the one thing that Gruden doesn't have to deal with is a Michael Crabtree type. That's thankfully not going to be something he's going to have to worry about. And he shouldn't have to. He's getting he's getting a high character Raider team. All right? I mean, okay, maybe I can hear Sal saying, what about Donald Penn coming after me in the parking lot? All right, Sal. I got you, Sal. Okay. We had some exceptions. But by and large, with, Khalil Mack and Derek Carr, you got some high-quality guys. E.J. Manuel got high-quality guys. Anyway, Rob Hyman says, I wonder how Fangio would do in Green Bay. Good question. Black Lion says, Zinni, who put together the staff for Gruden in Tampa? That was John. He put together that staff. But I thought John's best staff, because he also inherited part of the staff because he got Monty Kiffin, the holdover. The holdover. Let me make it really simple. The offensive side of the ball was new for coaches. The defensive side was retained. Okay? So, and the holdover, the main holdover from all that was Monty Kiffin. Monty Kiffin was the defensive coordinator for Coach Dungy, and he was the defensive coordinator for Coach Gruden. All right? Similarly, when Gruden was at Oakland, he had Willie Shaw as his defensive coordinator. Put together a great Raider defense. Okay? And then someone would say, well, Zinni, Willie Shaw was black. What are you talking about? Exactly. My point is, whatever's happened between then and now, I'm surprised that John wasn't thinking in a more diverse way. Now, I haven't had a chance to sit down and personally talk with him about this, and I know the media that talk with him haven't raised this issue because, yeah, whatever. But It's out there to be talked about. The world has changed. People, and you heard AP say it on the other show, people want and expect diversity, and they're going to fight for it to be maintained. So, Rob Iman says, I think McGinsey will be gone if Gruden is hired. I don't see that. Jermaine Potter says, who are some free agent wideouts that can replace Crabtree? Jermaine, I'll tell you the person that I'm in favor of the Raiders getting, if they could get a second pick in the first round, I would try to do that as general manager, is James Washington, the record-setting wide receiver from Oklahoma State. That's the person that should be the Raiders' target to replace Michael Crabtree. Wow. He puts the fear of God in defenses. Straight up. So, Bernard says, Saquon Barkley. Hey, Jamal, how you doing? Rob Iman says, or McKenzie's leash will be short. Jubindo says, please tell me why everyone keeps saying Gruden has been out of football for 10 years when all he's done is watch tape and work with many different teams as outside source. Because, and I'm glad you, and I'm saying that, I'm glad you said that or asked the question. Because, and I played this in the former interview I did with Mike Mayock of the NFL Network. This is 2018. 10 years ago was 2008. And then spread offenses were new. Over the 10-year period, we've had not just the advent of the spread, but the normalization of vertical set blocking, the normalization of a terminology that allows you to run a no-huddle offense efficiently, the normalization of not huddling up. There's some players that have never seen a huddle. There's some quarterbacks, like look at Marcus Mariota coming out of Oregon. He never ran a huddle. In 2008, the number of quarterbacks that never ran a huddle was rare. Today, it's standard. What does that mean? It means this. You have a number of players like Todd Gurley. When Todd Gurley came out of Georgia and was drafted by the Rams had that first awful season, he said after one game that the offense they ran was, and I quote, a middle school offense. This is your rookie player saying that. And he openly said that they were offenses in high school that were more complicated than what they were running in the NFL. That's how things have changed. And you would say, why? Well, first of all, generations. Second, wide and rapid access via internet to different ideas. And one thing you have in high school and college is the freedom to implement ideas that you don't have in the NFL. Now, Mayock's point to me was, well, you have more time to work on an idea. Yeah, but look, if it's the wishbone from the 1960s, I don't care how much time you have to work on it, it's still the wishbone of the 1960s, okay? That's why I thought his argument didn't make any sense. So, Eric Guerrero says he's hearing Graham as quarterback here, coach. I'm hearing, okay, does he really, really, really get the modern game to be an effective quarterback coach? Dankmek says, Zinni, have you heard that after the Chiefs lost, the Raiders coaching staff bashed Carr in front of the team? I heard that. It's a sad story to get around, and if that's the reason why Mark Davis did that, well, I applaud the decision. And so Joba says, that's the best response I've heard yet. Thank you. I do disagree. I believe he will keep Tice. Gotcha. Oh, you're welcome. Big April says, I heard Greg Olson. As quarterback coach? Rob Iman says, Raiders should sign Bradford. No, you know, the Raiders, I'm sorry, the guy who coached Carson Palmer, Harold Goodwin, he should be the person that John Gruden targets. as offensive coordinator. He was offensive coordinator, line coach, was Carson Palmer's right hand for all the time that Carson Palmer was with the Arizona Cardinals. So, nah, I can't agree with that one. Wow, there's a lot of you watching here. Hey, welcome to Zenny62 on a Tuesday night. And John Rich says, look, I feel like Crabtree's getting a bad rap for not hiding. And okay. And he said, I know for a fact white people do not like blacks. What is this? I know for a fact that white people do not like blacks showing them that they are, what? That they are not the smartest in the room. That's true. I'm repeating what Donald Richard says. Look, I feel like Crabtree is getting a bad rap for not hiding his feelings on the offense and how basic the concepts were. I know for a fact white people do not like blacks showing them that they are not the smartest in the room. Right, it's an ego issue. Okay, and he's right. There is that. And it shouldn't be that way. A person who is truly secure with themselves, all right, can get an idea from anybody, but then elevate the person that came up with the idea. Okay, so you don't have a lot of people. Not everybody does that. All right, and I mean, I can say, hey, I can point to a number of examples that's true in my regard. I'm not going to bother doing that right now because I want to make it more about the Raiders and everything else. I'll just say shorthand, Donald Richardson is absolutely right. Richard Lucero, he says, Zinni, what's up? Remember when you said, what's the vision for the Raiders? Well, it just got more visualized. So what is the vision? I don't see it. What is the vision for the Raiders? Okay? It's not Gruden, but what's he going to do? What is the vision? I still have not had that question answered. All right? Dankmex says, should Raiders draft the best player in their first round or what the team needs? The Raiders should draft, if they can get either Saquon Barkley or Bryce Love, that should be their first pick. They should target a theme running back, someone you can build your offense and design it around. Barkley and Love present the best opportunity. The Raiders don't have that breakaway back. Okay? They have a back who's a bruiser who can break away off the bruise. But then my desire as a vision is a two-back offense where we throw to the backs. We have wide receivers, James Washington, so fleet that they can quickly stretch the defense off play action. Ooh, when was the last time we saw a great play action offense? We're kind of hungry for that. John should bring that to the Raiders. Rob Iman says Raiders should draft a linebacker to replace Aldon Smith. And I think the Raiders need to go back to a classic defensive end setup. Joe Bisa says, just because we don't have an identity, everyone wants the old school Raiders and that football don't exist anymore. And I don't say I want the old school Raiders, okay? But my point is there is a lost art. The art of throwing to the running back has become lost in this wide receiver happy era. And yet, and we've even seen it with the Raiders, ball control passing wins. It's just not, and that's with the running backs. And it helps you open up your running game. We don't see it a lot. Too trendy stuff around here, all right? Black Lives Matter says, discipline and fundamental football, that's what's in our future. Richard Lucero says, the vision back to the old glory days, smack up, punch in the mouth, Raiders style, go long, baby. Pedro Gallardo says, hey, Zinni, what kind of offensive scheme will John Gruden bring? Yeah, please, more I formation. He will bring the classic Bill Walsh offense that he coached at Green Bay and learned with some adjustments. What John will do will be something like what you see Doug Peterson doing at Philadelphia, okay? And that's a prediction. And that's based on what I know about John, combined with how the game has changed, and Philadelphia represents the best example of that. Now, the reason why I'm giving you this expression is because I'm expressing a guess. And that's that vision that I gave you of what he might do is optimal. 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 Okay. If he comes in with just classic West Coast offense, forget it. It's good night, Irene. Nothing's happening. If he comes in with an understanding of how much the game has gotten faster in 10 years. I repeat, the game has gotten faster in 10 years. So the game now has so changed that the speed is on defense. And so if you're trying to basically short pass your way down the field, what you're going to get is what Ben McAdoo wound up with at the Giants. Remember how awful that was? Because he had no appreciation for how to deal with defensive speed. None. If Gruden comes in with that same approach, we're in for a bad year. And people are going to say, what the heck? What do we go through all this for? Watch. But if he designs an offense that doesn't cause the quarterback to hold on to the ball long, like what Musgrave did. In fact, you know what? Hey, instead of John Morton, bring back Bill Musgrave as your coordinator. I'd be for, now you're talking about color aside and everything, you're talking about schemes. Yeah, all right. Musgrave had the best scheme, works with Derek Carr. That's proven in the modern era. We don't have to worry about, well, gee, 10 years ago, no. Black Line Supreme says, bingo, Zinni. Thank you. All right. Umar Shelpa says, do you think Oakland has for Major League Soccer? Oakland is ready for a Major League Soccer team. Yeah. Raider Kugo says, hi, Zinni, all the way from my hometown in Mashua, Mexico. Hey, how you doing? He says, well, does Reggie survive? If yes, the pressure will be on him to get the new coach more weapons. It is, period. He survives. Mike L. Ninquist says, like a thought back playbook, Zinni? I didn't get that one. A throwback playbook. I know what a playbook is, but maybe you want to retype that. Don't know what that one means. Dean Nez says, if the Raiders don't hire Gruden, I'm thinking Tony Dungy would love to see Dungy fit in. I want Pep Hamilton. John Mark says, throwback. Oh, a throwback playbook. You want to see a playbook? This is what I'm talking. Let me make it easy for you. Right here. Right here. Let me do this, okay? Make it even easier, all right? And here is, I think this is a, dun, 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 dun. Here we go. All right. Okay. You see, this is the kind of thing, when I see this, that worries me. Because everyone talks about, oh, Gruden's going to come back, and, he's going to do this and that and all that, and 10 years ago, and you know how I keep screaming about the power of the internet and how you can get ideas off of and trade back and forth and all that? Well, okay. What year did Gruden coach the Raiders? It was 98 starting out, right? Right? Well, let me show you something. Hold on to your butts. What does that say? 1998, Oakland Raiders, John Gruden offensive playbook. So much for the element of surprise. PDF download, all right? Buy now. Not only that, you can get it for free. You don't have to do it this way, okay? Look at this, all right? Hold on a second. Look at this. Oakland Raiders minicamp playbook, right? Oakland Raiders minicamp playbook. Scribd. That's free. John Gruden's 98 Oakland Raiders offensive playbook. Okay, on Pinterest, all right? John Gruden's 98 Oakland Raiders offensive playbook, NFL Reddit, all right? So, okay, and it says right here, I personally don't think a guy will copy his playbook, but being cut sometimes is a very quick process. They tell you to come into the office with your playbook, and I don't think most guys have the mindset that whatever. The point that I'm making is this, all right? With this dude's playbook flying around all over the freaking internet, he can't go back and bring what he did 10 years ago back to the doggone team. The party is over before it starts. Are you freaking kidding me? It's right here. His offensive playbook from 1998 is right here on the internet. Hello? Ugh. All right? Hello? Okay? Tankman says, Gruden will adapt for the new faster schemes and mix it with his schemes will be a hybrid. It would have to be. Everybody says, not sure if this was asked, but how do you think they'll approach the Michael Krabs? He's gone. Jimmy T says, I think Gruden has brought his playbook. He hasn't. Black Lion says, Zinni, if Gruden comes in with an old, outdated content offense, I'll buy you lunch at your favorite restaurant in Oakland. Book it. Done. My favorite restaurant's The Alley. Oakland Raider News says, One Nation, I know he uses the West Coast offense. Donald Richards says, how do you guys know? Yeah. Rock Lee says, we just need the power run, pass deep, play action. Uri says, thanks, Gay. Let me tell you something, all right? Oh my gosh, this is just hilarious. I mean, just so hilarious. His offensive playbook is here. And now that I know what this playbook is, I definitely know what this is. So, okay, it's not that. Oh, by the way, the playbook was there. It got taken down in favor of a car dealership website. At least right there, okay? So, oh, this is funny. What else do we have? And as of January 15th, 2016, all leaked NFL playbooks if you haven't seen it. Hey, folks, don't discount this. This is serious business, okay? And then he's going to go and use John Morton? I mean, really? I mean, this is hilarious. I mean, this is... Oh, by the way, you know what? I don't really need to... Oh, this is classic Bill Walsh stuff. This is Bill Walsh stuff. Look at this. Here we go, folks. This is Bill Walsh. Ta-da! There's the playbook, all right? Like, for example, that is 70 snake F3 bag flat. Flanker runs the post. The flanker is in tight as the tight end runs the corner. And you have the wing running the post. Play action to the halfback fake there, okay? And split it on this side, tight end stays in. All right, that's classic. So, if I really want to defense this, considering that there's no hot read, this is long developing, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call it double A gap blitz. Okay, so I'm already figuring out Gruden's playbook. Double A gap blitz. Right there, okay? So my point is, if he doesn't come in with something radically different, or going to a game with enough variations of this, right? That the defense can't zero in. If he uses the classic playbook with hundreds of plays and he goes in, let's say maybe like 90 passes and 40 runs, all right. But, wow. This is interesting. And this is the biggest difference between then, 2008 and now. 2008, you didn't have, this was around, but you didn't have this sprayed all over the place and replicated again and again and again. I'm talking about Gruden's playbook. Look, I want to show you something. All of this. Okay, look, all of this. All of this, folks, is John Gruden's playbook. Okay, all of this is what I type Oakland Raiders John Gruden playbook. Okay, all of this is the Gruden playbook. All of this. Look at this. John Gruden, okay? I just randomly clicked this, okay? You see that? All of this. Everybody knows what dude's going to run. Everyone knows what he's going to run. His offense is out there. It's a meme, for crying out loud. Look at this. How long did it take for me to do that? Not long. Okay. So yeah, John's got some work to do. And you know what? I'll bet your credits to Navy Beans, a line from Star Trek. He doesn't know that his own system is this widespread shared. Okay? All right? Backline Supreme's venturing a guess. Carr will be the best quarterback in the AFC West. Watch and see. Sugar says, Spider 2 Y banana. What? What about Spider 2 Y banana? Jimmy T, every team's offense. This is what infuriates me about you, Jimmy T. You make stupid comments like this. Every team's offense is out there. It's not. Every team's offense is not out there like this. Okay? It's not. So go, if you think every team's offense is out there, then I want you to go, oh, I'll do it. I'll do it, okay? Because, comments like that infuriate me because you haven't done any homework, and then you admit that you're not a football junkie. Get this, folks. Jimmy T admits he's not a football junkie. Then he makes pronouncements like, well, every team's offense is out there. You're not a football junkie. How the heck would you know? My friend. My friend. My friend. Let me show you something, okay? Oh, this is tragic. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Chip Kelly. Philadelphia Eagles offense. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nothing. I don't have any PDFs. I get articles. Chip Kelly remembered as a failed NFL coach. Chip Kelly's system powers the offense. Kelly's roots a staple in offense. That's a video. Chip Kelly record. I don't have any PDFs. And if I click on the image, this is what I get. Let me show you. All right. This is what I did. Look at this. Okay. Chip Kelly's Eagle offense. All right. You don't see what you saw with Gruden. Let's click on images. Right? What do I get? That's what I get. Note. I don't get plays. I don't get anything that I can use around which to form a counter plan. I get images like this. Okay? So Jimmy T, when you say, oh, everybody's offense is out there, laugh out loud, it's not. And again, become a football junkie so you don't make pronouncements like that. It's okay. I mean, look, I know thinking takes time. It makes your head hurt. It certainly makes mine hurt. But at the end of the day, it's worth doing. It's fun. And then you see the game in a way that you never saw it before. Okay, my friend? I'm just asking you to do that. That's all. All right. Okay, now. Oh, boy. fun stuff here. For example, my favorite offense, the Bill Musgrave offense that incorporated elements of Chip Kelly's. I can't find that anywhere. The Raiders have it. John should ask about it, certainly. Big April says, people need to remember, this is not 1998 where quarterbacks were only throwing 3,000 or 4,000 yards and 25, 30 touchdowns. This is a passing down the field league, not Gruden style. And not only that, the great point, Big April, but the defenses are so much faster. Mickey L. Nicholas says, sorry for my bad grammar, Zinni. I didn't mean to say throwback. My friend, not a problem. I understand. I think John Marks filled in for you brilliantly. Meatball. Meatball. Let's see here. Oakland Raiders says, Zinni, do you really think Gruden would use that playbook? Come on, bro. Gruden's a lot smarter than that. Okay. You're bracing it on faith. I'm just showing you what's there. See, you're going by faith. I'm just showing you what's there. I'm just saying, okay, you're just saying, oh, come, oh, ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. You know what I mean? oh, come ye to Bethlehem. You see my point? Wow. So, Thomas Belcher says, if he does not come up with something, he knew he's going to end up like Art Shell. Bill Belichick bought John's 98 playbook already. This is the kind of thinking I like. Pedro, you're right. See? Pedro understands exactly what I'm saying. You know, Bill Belichick, sneaky dude, he would do that. Okay? You think he's just got James Harrison there just to sack the quarterback? Ooh. First thing that I'm doing, you know what? I got a book on what Gruden might do. I got a book on his coaching points. Okay. I know he's going to use, down lineman tactics, right? Not vertical set, which requires a certain different type of rush from the defense. I know he's calling a style of offense such that I can double A gap blitz him, all right? Which just so happens to be the kind of blitzing style that Gruden talks about. So you would hope that John has an adjustment to deal with that in his normal offense, and he's not caught by surprise when it's used against him. Just saying. And this is great stuff. Jimmy T says, I love butting heads with Zimmy. I love butting heads with you, Jimmy T. It's fun stuff. All in fun, by the way. Don't mean to be personal, okay? So I'm just passionate about football strategy. Octavio says he's back. Hey, Octavio. Michael Baldino. Michael Baldino, how you doing? Says, at least you guys are making moves. My Cowboys just brought back all of our coaches after one of the most disappointing seasons ever. Jason Garrett should have been gone a long time ago. Hey. Dank Meck's attack. Some of these, the Jason Garretts of the world, Bill O'Brien's, are also great politicians. They know how to work with people and be soothsayers. All right? And that's their lessons in job longevity. Okay? Rick 209 says, holy moly, we got to fix our defense. Holy moly, you're right. Pedro Gallardo says, John Madden said the other teams knew they were going to run left, but with Shell, Upshaw, and Otto, who's going to stop them? I think John Gruden is going to find and use the team's strength immediately. My point is, Pedro, the way things have changed is you can't just say, okay, we're going to run this way and stop us, because unlike when the Raiders played, the talent is much more dispersed, and the defense is the best athletes now are on defense. Okay, they really are. The best athletes are on defense. I mean, just without question, they are. So, Mike Lowry, how you doing? Mike Lowry says, Zinni, my man, what's up? How you doing, man? Michael Baldino says, that's true. Jason is the puppet master to Jerry. Yeah, see? Black Lion says, true, Pedro. And M Forever says, any update on where the Raiders are going to play after next season? The Raiders are going to be in Oakland after next season. That's set. The Raiders are going to be in Oakland through 2020. That's set. So, well, it'll be officially set in about a month. Okay? Rick says, so when is Downey leaving? It is 11:36, which is 12:36. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm just going to get some water. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get some water. Hold on a second. I'm going to take a second. Oh, you know what? I didn't have to go far. It's right here. Yay. Thank Mex Attack. Zenny, have you seen the Raiders' next season schedule? I have seen the list of who they plan to play, and I've seen it twice. So let's have a look at it together, shall we? Why not? Why not? Straight from the horse's mouth. The Raiders. Hold on a second. Ah, it's great water. Purified. Hold on a second. Oh, waiting for this to move, and all right, Raiders announced, let's see, Oakland Raiders power rankings, a final look. Okay, a look at the 2018 Raiders opponents. So yeah, hold on a second. Take a gander at who the Raiders place next season. At home, we have the Broncos, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Cleveland Browns, I was about to say the Baltimore Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, the LA Rams, the Pittsburgh Steelers, at home, and the Seattle Seahawks at home. Nice. That's a nice home slate. Away, the Broncos, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Arizona Cardinals, the Ravens in Baltimore, the Bengals in Cincinnati, the Dolphins in Miami, and just a short trip across the bay, your San Francisco 49ers. We get the 49ers at Levi. Ooh. Wow. Okay, big win. Oh, here comes Jed York right now. So there you go, all right? Says, any chance Kevin Summerlin gets a shot at coaching an NFL team? I think his personality fits much better in the pros than the NFL. He's an upgraded Tomlin, in my opinion. I agree with you, and I can only hope so. I haven't checked on that. I will. Rob Bobby says Carr versus Jimmy G. Ooh. Mike Lowry says, Zinni, I spoke with a vendor who had restaurants in several stadiums that the move is most likely to be to 2022 at the soonest. Hey, thanks. Talking about Las Vegas. Thank you. Hey, Mike, did they say what the problem was regarding that? I know the bond issue and the money is a problem. Okay, but why are they saying 2022 from their perspective? I'm just curious. Richard Lucero says, I know I'm going to the Rams and the Steelers. I know that much. But, Mike, I'm curious to know, you get any info on that, any intel? Big April says, John Lynch is a first-year GM, and Reggie McKenzie a fifth-year GM. Same record at 6-10. Big April wants to say bye-bye to Reggie. But here's my point. Here's my question. Who do you replace Reggie with? Okay? Because, look, Reggie's had an even record. Hits and misses. But who do you replace him with? Rockley says that should be a Monday nighter, talking about the Steelers game. Black Lion says, I asked the nation, can anyone remember having more fun as a Raider fan outside of when we beat Washington in the Super Bowl than when Chucky was coaching our team? No. Rockley says that should be a Monday nighter. Mike Lowry says, any truth to the rumor that we play in London next year? I'll see if I can confirm that. Imam Forever says, Zinni, why aren't you a commentator at NBC? God, you sound like my mom. Zinni, why aren't you a commentator at NBC Local or Fox Local? Mom? Mom is not on the computer. Okay. Your commentary deserves to be there. Hey, thanks. I have to have somebody pitch me for that. I would guess I need an agent. You know, I'd love to do it. I think I'd be fantastic. Huge ego. Anyway, but hey, that's where it starts. If you don't believe you're the best person in the room, then don't do it. Pedro says, I plan on going to the Niners game with my cousin, but are bummed that the tailgating is not allowed in San Francisco. Isn't tailgating not allowed in Las Vegas? They don't even know where they're going to be parking. That's so far down the pipe, it's like, okay. Michael says, how does Dr. Death feel about the Oakland Raiders situation? Don't know. I'll have to reach out to him. Donald Richardson says he is so sick of international games. E-Rise Cali says, back in Black Lion, and I'm 32. I started going to games in 1999 when Gruden was coach with Tim Brown and Jerry Rice. Gannon was coach. Was the best times ever as a Raider fan, he says there. Okay, cool. Rob Iman says, I like to see the London games back on next season. Rock Lee says, replace Reggie with Magic Johnson. Johnson, football, he does not know. Basketball, he does. There. Dyke McAttack says, when does Mack's contract end? Let me find out. Khalil Mack. I'll get that answer for you real quick. Khalil contract. Okay. Khalil Mack contract. That is, it says that he could make an absurd amount of money on his next contract. And that's as of, let's see here. Here's the contract details. You ready? He signed a 4-year deal. He's round one. His age is Joe Siegel. He's 26. Contract terms 4 years. $18.6 million. He got a $11 million signing bonus. His average salary is $4,699,000. Guaranteed at signing was the $18 million. That was his total guarantee. He's a free agent in 2019, not 2018. Okay, so in 2019 he is due his base. This is his salary. Goes like this. It goes, his base salary does this. It goes from it was at 420, 2014, 510, 2015, 600,000 in 2016, 2017 last year, 690,000. This year, 13 million. Oh, so you're right. He is due a payday. That's his base salary. Okay. So his cap hit this year is $13,846,000. All right. So that's his cap hit. His bonus breakdown, signings, they took, see what they did with him. They took his bonus and they spread it out. This is different from Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa said, to heck with this. I want all my money up front. He held out, fought, he got it. Khalil Mack didn't do that. He took a spread. So he got $2.9 million in his bonus breakdown for the first 4 years, right? And then he got his roster edition, $758 second year, $1.5 million third year, $2.2 million the fourth year. Okay, so his cap hits total. So hold on a sec. His base. No, I'm not misreading this. His base salary. They didn't write this correctly. Yeah, yes, they did. No. That's what they do. They do him. The Raiders would do him $13 million this year. That's the cap hit. Okay. He becomes a free agent the next year. This is how it reads. Take a look. Okay. Right here. Okay. So you've got base salary, and this is Khalil Mack contract details. Base salary, right? Okay. That's his base salary. And no, this, not that added, all right? Okay, that's his base. This is his bonus breakdown, okay? His roster payments. And this is the cap hit. And this is the dead cap, all right? So, yeah, this year, 2018, he's due to pick up a lot of money. Without question. Now, this is his 5th year option available this year. Because this is his 5th year. Time flies. This is his 5th year option, okay? So in 2018, Mack will earn a base salary of $13,846,000 while carrying a cap hit of the same amount. Wow. It's going to be an interesting year, folks. I got to break down these numbers for the Raiders in entirety. So I'll do that for everybody because this is making me think about something that I didn't consider regarding Las Vegas. I don't know how I could have let that get behind me, except I'll work it out. Okay. Mike Lowry says, no, the vendor really didn't give an explanation of why or have in-depth analysis. It was just what he had been hearing 2022. I'm guessing that's all the problems you've highlighted. Yes. Hey, good luck, Black Lion. Thank you. And so, let's see here. Rock Lee says, I wanted the Raiders to get Mike Evans and Jimmy Garoppolo in 2014. I still stand by that choice, even considering Mack is a god and Carr is a decent QB. Now, I think Khalil Mack was the right choice. Okay, I have to say, he's been amazing. Black Lion Supreme says, well, the wife is calling, fellas. Good night, Raider Nation. Great show, Zenny. Good night and take care. Hey, you too. Thank you. Michael Belnino says, would you consider Aaron Donald as one of the best tackles of all time? Yes. I was watching a YouTuber. They say he considered him the likes of John Randall and other D-tackle greats. You know, I think when I think of Aaron Donald, I don't think so much of John Randall as I think of somebody like a Jethro Pugh of the Dallas Cowboys in his day. Somebody like that, okay? So, but, you know, we can argue. Rob Iman says, early Major League Baseball Hall of Fame voting shows no surge for steroid players. And, hey, I know the NFL Network and Mike Silver had on their 15 players for the Hall of Fame. Okay, so I got to check that out as well. Folks, I am going to, in 10 minutes, retire out because it's going to be 12 midnight. Yeah, my voice is showing wear. So I've been on since, what, 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's 3 hours in total. Between the last stream and this one, that's, what, 3 hours? It's a lot of time. Richard Lucero says, hey, Zinni, I heard Del Rio and Gruden have the same agent. Is that true? Yes, Bob Lamont. It is true. Mike Johnson says Derek Carr. That is, yeah. All right. And yeah, John, I'm in Chicago, where it is cold, like 7 degrees. So, Rick Lee says, you wild. He is elite, just surrounded by a bad offense. Mike John says, do you think John Gruden is capable of molding him into a Hall of Famer? I do. I do, with the right assistance. Dank Mech says, I hope Raiders cut Seth Roberts and Reggie Nelson. And so Eli says, with Crabtree gone, who do you think they'll pursue to pair with Cooper? Well, I don't know who they'll pursue, but I think that they really need to concentrate on James Washington in the draft from Oklahoma State. If you haven't had a chance to watch video of him, please watch it, okay? I really do. I really do. I'm paging through to make sure I get your comments. Jimmy C says, elect Gruden 2018. Yeah, you know he's a Democrat, I think. Or is he? You know that fool might be a Republican. Yeah. Anyway, I did say it like that, John. Rick Gray says, hey, Zenny, sorry I'm late. Oh, man, I got to go to bed, dude. It's like he says, do you disagree that Crabtree and Lynch were cancers in the locker room? Lynch, no, not a cancer in the locker room. No, I think he was exciting in the locker room. Crabtree, I don't think there were cancers in the locker room, okay? I think that Crabtree didn't seem to really want to play the game to the best of his ability. And it's there. Michael was more interested in having, the party in San Francisco after the game, win or lose, okay? And getting into a fight with a player on the field and not handling his assignment properly, all right? Now, when I think about it in total, I believe that you're talking about some very smart people. I did say that. Michael Crabtree, very smart person. He's talking about some very brilliant young men. And I believe that when you put a young men in a situation like Crabtree was in, with a simple offense with no sight adjustments, nothing for him to think about, that active mind that gets frustrated when they're not winning takes off on flights of fancy. You need to make sure you have look, if the person has that much energy to spend and their mind is that active, put it to work on the field. Make him think about the defense. Okay? Don't put him out there with nothing to do. Otherwise, you get what you get. Look at Marshawn Lynch. They put him in an offense which wasn't to the best of his abilities. Although I will add, he did get 19 carries for 101 yards his last game. All right? But more often than not, it was a case of the Raiders trying to figure out what to do with Marshawn Lynch through the season, as opposed to having figured it out before the season. As I told Mark Bedane at the NFL Fall Owners meeting, hey, the best formation for Lynch is an I. Widen the splits between the offensive linemen to give him more room to run and slow down the defense. But analyze what he did in the past that made him successful and then do that. Simple equation. But the Raiders weren't doing that. Oh. 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 Raider Nation, Inforce says, hey Zinni, when's your next fan meetup? I haven't had one. I need to have one. You should do a live vlog with your fans at a lunch or bar to talk about the Raiders and A's or local sports news soon. The Zinster Nation is live and well. That's a great idea. I'm going to sit down and plan that. I really am. That's a fantastic idea. That's such a good idea that in fact, I think in perfect Zinster fashion, I also need to mix it in with a chance for Oaklanders to meet people who are running for election, right? So, because I also do the politics, and make it like an Oakland party, right? So, in Oakland, Zenny 62 party, live party. So I have interview with this person, interview with that person, interview with, have the fans speaking. I'm going to work on that right now. I love that idea. I think that's a fantastic idea. I really do. I really do. Rick Gray says, great idea. I'd love to meet you all. I'd love to meet everybody too. Yeah, we got to get the Zinni Burger going. And Mike Johnson says, John Gruden is a genius. Hey, maybe I can have it at the alley. Talk to my friend Jackie. Sentiments Place says, do you think maybe there is a slight chance they restructured Derek Carr's contract? I'll find out. You guys give me homework to do. I'll do it for tomorrow. Okay, here's the homework. The one thing is you all wanted me to find out when the coin flip was, right? Coin flip. That's the one thing, okay? All right. And then the other thing is Gruden and his playbook. Does he know it's all over the internet, right? Okay. Rick Gray, my stepfather's in Chicago here, yeah. Rock Lee says, we got to have a meetup and talk about the greatness of Kobe Bryant and Khalil Mack. I like that. John Mark says, have the meeting at the Plank in Oakland. Or, hey, how about Perch at Adams Point? Well, the Plank in Oakland wouldn't be bad. The only thing about the Plank is, I don't know. The only thing about the Plank is it's not a bad idea. Or, you know, okay, we got the Plank, and look up 440 Perch. See, the reason why I mentioned 440 Perch is it's a cafe at Adams Point that I know I can get, and we can have the whole place. I've already talked to the guy that owns it, and it's a cheap price, you know, and it's centrally located right off the lake. And I got nothing against the Plank. In fact, I like the Plank. It's just that I don't feel the Plank would properly host us and give us a controllable space, right? That's my concern with the Plank. Now, you can get anybody to cater the thing, okay? So I'm just thinking these things through, all right? Rock Lee says, Spider 2 wide banana, touchdown every play. Double A gap blitz, sack every play. Jimmy T says, Ricky's bar is good, spot. Hey, I've never been to Ricky's, and they invited me to do something down there. Okay, I'll mic down Ricky's. Okay, Ricky's. But here's the thing, all right? I also cover the politics stuff, right? And wouldn't you like to be able to have some place where you can come in and talk to someone about the A's? Right? So if I have it just at Ricky's, it's only Raiders and it's in San Leandro. But if you know what I mean? But then I have it, you see what I'm getting at? If I have it by the lake in Oakland, it's more central. I can have different people representing different areas. Rick Ray says, Ricky's is good, perfect local for A's and Raiders. Ah, interesting. Okay. Aaron Forever says, any news on the A's stadium? No, I need to, A's stadium, okay? A's stadium. I'm writing that down. So I got coin flip, Gruden plays, A's stadium, and then venue for live show. Okay? Rick Gray says more than one event, Zenny. Oh, okay. Okay, more than one. Gotcha. Michael Baldino says, see you, Zenny. Have a great night. Thank you all. And the Gaming Angel says, what we do with Janowski, Gruden liked him. I'll find out. Lyle Ligo says, coin flip is at the Combine? Okay. When during the Combine? Combine is multiple days. So I still need to nail that down. All right? Mike Johnson says, Gruden is coming back for more rings. And I am saying it's 11:59. Folks, this man is spent. Hey, thank you. So with 70 of you watching right now. First day. Oh, it's the first day of the Combine? Okay, I'll double check on that. Because I want to find out, even if it's the first day, when, where, and when and what time. I mean, I don't want to be, stuck somewhere. It's like, oh, it happened in the bar. What? Okay. I'm kidding. Good night, everybody. Michael, thank you. Thank you. Good night, Mr. Rubio. Good night, Jimmy T. Good night, John Marks. Go Warriors. Good night, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all. 70, I think at one point, 72 people were on. That was a party. As John Marks said, you can bet your last money. It'll all been a stone gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius. Just kidding. Anyway. Good. Oh, boy. I love that. Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you all for being fantastic. And thank you for coming in to hearing AP's show. AP Stedham covers Alabama football, a longtime friend. Remember, got the national championship coming up on Monday. And then CES, I'll be live streaming from Vegas. It'll be tech, but you'll have fun. Just come along with me, all right? Good night, everybody. Thank you all. And thank you, Mr. Flores, for all you do. Thank you all for being so supportive of me over this last months. Much appreciated, all right? Good night, everybody. I'm going to sign off right now. Good night. Good night. I'm going to write peace. Good night, everybody. Good night, all. Thank you all. Good night. See ya. Good night.